Fall of 2008, I started having persistent joint pain that was affecting my ability to play sports, and so I went through a couple rounds of physical therapy to try to figure out what it was. I had my knee scoped. They saw some inflammation, didn't really know a cause of it, and so they eventually sent me to a rheumatologist thinking maybe it was rheumatoid arthritis, and he was the first one to actually do a complete blood count and saw low counts in both my whites, reds, and platelets, and said this isn't normal for a healthy male of your age, and so sent me to a hematologist. Through her diagnosis, they did a bone marrow biopsy, and I showed up from work not really knowing what to expect, and she said, this is AML, acute myelogenous leukemia. We need to admit you to the hospital right now, and we want to start chemo tonight. So I got through my first chemo fine. They achieved remission on my very first round, which was great. And then went through my second round of chemo and was back home at that point and coming into the clinic every day, and my counts never recovered. They stayed down throughout the entire summer of 2009. So that started, my first day of chemo was April 1st of 2009. So through the summer of 2009, my counts never recovered. I was going into the clinic every day, giving blood, doing tests, and then receiving red transfusions because my hemoglobin was low, and also platelets. Critically low to the point. So it was a, kind of a precarious summer. It was scary because I was immunosuppressed, and at any time I could, I couldn't be around people essentially. So, affected my life in a lot of various ways. I kind of did things, I'd go to the movies in the afternoon, and I would kind of stay home. People would come see me, and I wouldn't go out, and just trying to isolate myself and give myself the best chance to not get sick. Most days, so probably 3 times a week, my counts would be low enough where I needed to receive a bag of blood to boost my hemoglobin count, or I needed to receive a bag of platelets to boost that count. Usually it would stay for a day or two and then drop again to the point where they were introducing another bag of blood, and so I was really relying on blood donors and those blood transfusions to keep me at a healthy enough level to be safe and walking around. I'm dependent on this bag of blood is literally keeping me alive. Some stranger donated it. It's an interesting and it's a really cool connection to have, even though it's, it continues to stay anonymous, but there's really this notion of paying it forward where I benefited from someone else's good deed.